The Autopen's guilty. The pardon is fake. And with that one claim, the Yellow King's seal began to flake. Autopen, they said, invalidates the deed. And logic, desperate for a stage, took the lead. The cameras rolled, the anchors purred, and suddenly every single word on every single page that had ever been signed without a warm-blooded wrist was no longer real, just an elaborate twist. Biden's pardon, gone. The ink did not flow from veins. Fauci and Milley returned to trial, naked beneath political reins. But the gears turned backward with courtroom precision. Obama's laws, illegal fission. The Patriot Act was just a scribble, a ghost of gesture. Drones frozen mid-air, still armed with bad posture. Bush's wars evaporated like a bad excuse. The bills he signed, the checks he loosed, they were penned by devices under desk lamp glare, not by a president's finger or stare. Ford's hand never held that pen. Truman's checks, a phantom's den. What is a nation built on ink if the ink, it turns out, was a clever machine's wink? And with every page that unsigned itself, history curled back onto the shelf. The courts, the cops, the codes, the norms, all born in forms, now deformed. They'd said the president must sign in flesh, but if not, then none of it's fresh. It's stale, it's fraud, it's mechanical sin. From the IRS audit to your grandfather's win at getting the VA to fix his knees. Autopen did it? Then he never got relief. And so the nation unspools, a legislative sweater with one loose thread pulled by fools who found a clause they barely read. Back through time we go. Clinton erased, the Cold War unfought. Reagan's notes on napkins, unsigned thought. Nixon never quit. Kennedy was never sworn. The moon landing just a government-born hallucination of a space pen's stroke. Back, the ink dissipates like smoke. Social Security is never drafted. FDR never signs. Prohibition never ends. Bootleggers dine. The Civil War? No emancipation script. The parchment was ghost-written. The logic flipped. Lincoln's name. A forgery scrawled by candlelight. The slaves remain in bureaucratic night. The Bill of Rights, never affixed. Those precious amendments? Typographic tricks. For no human hand did seal their fate, and rights are privileges granted too late. And so we arrive, as the parchment bleeds, to 1776, where the founders plead for independence, their signatures primed. But wait, Franklin's hand? Mechanically timed. A quill twitches, too smooth, too fast. And thus, the Declaration is the last to vanish in steam, in legal despair, as a colonial clerk cries, "This pen isn't fair." No constitution, no republic, just a pile of unsigned ambition and philosophical rubble. A people once ruled by reason and pen, now unruled, unwritten, and reset again. And at the end of the desk, in a dim federal vault, a little machine sits alone, its red light blinking. The true founder of the nation, the final default. It hums quietly, almost like a hymn, waiting for the next finger to press send.